Hey, it's Ross Bain with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Blades in the Dark, The Blind Eyes, Session 13. In the last episode, last session, whatever you want to call it, the Blind Eyes finally took the job from Mousy / Lord Scurlock in order to find out the identity of Baccaros, a member of the Spirit Wardens. They tailed Baccaros and eventually found him to be, well, he looks like Raffello, the occult, the painter interested in the occult and friend of the group, although he doesn't seem to recognize them, which is very odd. So Baccaros has told the group that if they want to frame someone else to be him, in order to get them to decide, they should frame Tuhan, Tuhan, from the Silver Nails, because the Silver Nails are an enemy of the Spirit Wardens, and that's what they asked for. So, but before we get into what job, and there's other jobs available, which I'll explain. There was Salvage. When you go to sleep that night after that job, when you wake up, you feel a cool breeze. And when you open your eyes, you are outside. But you don't recognize the place.
Not again.
You feel dirt. You are on dirt, and you can feel these. You recognize it as grass. Eventually, you've seen it before in gardens and other places, but it's not exactly something that grows a lot. And you look up; it is night, but the sky is just covered in these little dots of light. And you're sort of on the side of a hill, and at the top of the hill, you see a person bent over. Well, you recognize it as a telescope, looking up at these strange dots of light. You've never seen a cloudless night either. Now that you think about it, Duskwall is very well. There's just smog and clouds pretty much all the time. You've heard that there's out at the ocean, there are nights where you can look up without seeing clouds, but you've never been that far out at sea. So it's a very strange and perplexing place. You have no idea where you are or how you got here, but there is a person there looking in the telescope.
So just kind of gingerly get up, look at the grass itself, and like, all right, I need to know something about this, and rips them out to put in my pocket.
Okay.
So, but walking up, excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, because it obviously looks like you're busy with all that. Pointing my finger up to the sky. If you kidnapped me right now, I can let you know I'm not really worth that much ransom to. Like that, I can bargain with some coin here, but I don't think I have much. It's a very nice hostage holding area that you've taken me to. So, but who are you? Can I know where I am?
I am we've met before. But I was in a crate, being offloaded from the Leviathan Hunter ship onto yours.
Great. So, what? Oh shit! I'm dead, aren't I?
No. You're not in a dream, but rather a memory. One of my memories.
You can have memories? I didn't know ghosts could have like conscious memories that weren't just screaming in pain.
I'm not really a ghost. I'm something altogether different, Salvage. This is a memory of what it was like before the calamity that caused the world to be shrouded in night. It is one of my more fond memories. These are stars. They are many theories about what they are. Some say they were where dead heroes went, where the gods lived. Others believe that they were like our own sun, which you've never seen, of course. But I wanted to talk to you about your current line of work. You are playing a dangerous game, of course.
Well, there's not a lot of games in town, too, and honestly, it's the only thing we can do to either keep myself from starving or keeping myself in at least enough. It's like enough hull parts to do something akin to something I like.
Well, there's you. You're a very talented person. You could find any number of jobs that are far less dangerous and could keep you fed.
Well, but they wouldn't really give me at least the ability to explore and have my own sense of freedom. If that makes any sense.
That it is worth risking your life to have freedom.
For the most part. So you're right. I could be an engineer in any of these houses, but I'm always going to be restricted by the society and more than likely be condemned to working on projects that I don't care about.
Is there anything else worth risking your life for?
Just, no. Not that's like I could say the whole general thing of like, well, that special someone, but obviously that doesn't exist here, at least for me. So, but honestly, looking at the stars right now, it's like that is kind of amazing. So
it was. The world was quite amazing before the calamity. But do you think how many paths do you think you can take right now? You surely have one path that leads to following Satara and Lord Scurlock, and another path which is following what the passenger and the Leviathan hunters want and the demon Inkblood. Do you think those are your only two paths?
Well, the only two paths that possibly don't lead us to it immediately dying in a very bad way.
There is another path.
Okay, so just kind of sitting down in the grass, like I'm always open to new ideas.
There is a person in Ironhook Prison. They are only known as the Forgotten Prisoner.
So, out of character right now, is that the dad that we talked to?
No.
Okay. All right. So, okay.
No, that's Flake's father.
Flake's dad. Okay. Sorry.
Very much not forgotten.
Okay. So, all right. Oh, so somebody else who just literally they locked up and threw away the key.
I can say no more. I have to walk a fine line between obeying I am bound by certain rules, but you have more choices than you may realize. But you will have to ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to risk? For things that are not just safety or I guess they are more abstract concepts.
So a life outside, that's like a life outside of just three squares and your ghost not being, that's like immediately shoved into a box.
Something like that. But you like to see through the telescope?
That's fascinating. So yeah, if you don't mind, I've only actually ever seen pictures of one. So
they are simple machines. A combination of lenses magnifies light to see things that are very far away. So you step forward and look through the telescope and you see a star. And then you wake up. Waldorf is shining a light in your eyes. Hey, boss.
What? Oh, dear God.
The what's it broke again.
What broke again?
The what's it? The what's it?
That tells me nothing. So
the what's it? The one you fixed the other day.
So, the hull?
Yeah. The what's it? The what's it on the thingamajigger?
You really need to teach these guys to write better help desk tickets.
We only hire the best people here at the Blind Eyes.
Come on and fix it.
See, this is why I want you. Okay, just take me to it. Just getting on my clothes, like, ugh.
All right.
I need you to teach you basic shapes. Okay, basic shapes and a color, and that will tell me what I need.
All right. Waldorf goes off, but as you get up and you look around, you see something on your bed.
What is it?
A blade of grass.
Just gingerly picking it up, like. Okay.
All right.
Ghosts are scarier than I thought.
So
Blades in the Dark hack where it's just blades of grass. Just about cultivating various grasses.
oh.
Alternatively, it's the Walt Whitman Blades in Dark hack.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck you.
I cast my barbaric yop.
Look out, boys! He has the power of transcendentalism.
Oh, no. Now I kind of want to see that. The Transcendentalist Blades in the heck.
Blades
Choose
on
your
Walden
turf.
Pond.
Is it Walden Pod? Yeah. So, meanwhile, so you have multiple jobs available to you all. One is, of course, finding the Soul Engine. Now that you know what it is, you need to find out where it is. That information is kept in a Hive archive somewhere. You have a vague idea of where it might be, where the information might be. But, of course, you could also capture and interrogate a high-ranking Hive member, or infiltrate the Hive. There's multiple ways to get that information because you know what it looks like. You know how big it is. It's the size of a large carriage, or so it must be hard to hide. Then of course, Mousy is sort of wants you to find out you've told Mousy that you've tracked Baccaros to his house, but you don't know yet his identity. So he wants the identity, so you need to figure out how to frame Tuhan to be Baccaros, knowing that the Silver Nails, of which Tuhan is like the second in command, an important scout for them, is a member of the Silver Nails, which is a very publicly known enemy faction to the Spirit Wardens. They have vied for control of the Lost District, and have actually skirmished several times. Nothing outside the city proper, but there have been some casualties on both sides. So convincing that Tuhan is in fact a secret Spirit Warden would require some major proof for Mousy to believe it. So now that can wait for a while. You can't do the Soul Engine thing, and of course, maybe someone wants to do some sort of other mission, like freeing someone's father to find out more about a certain prisoner in Ironhook. But you all can talk, figure out what you want to do.
Okay.
I've only got one left on my free daddy clock. So,
Okay.
Well, actually, the way downtime works, if you spend a coin, you can just do another downtime activity.
I already did that last session.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So the Soul Engine or Baccaros, it sounds like, and then after that you'll unlock your prison heist thing. So,
well, I mean, for the sake of consistency, last session Mousy told us we had one more day to deliver up the goods. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's true, but you can push your luck with Mousy. That surely won't backfire.
Right. You pretty much described why. That's what I'm voting for.
Okay. Sure. All right. So that's figuring out how to frame Tuhan. Does anybody want to object to that? All right.
No.
All right.
No, that's fine.
All right. So, y'all, as per usual, you can all do a free gather information check of some kind to figure out more about Tuhan, the Silver Nails, or what would consist of good proof to use against him. Now, you need to just prove that he's this guy. In other words, you need to frame him. So you can't kill him or kidnap him. Because, probably kidnapping him might work, but that would be really risky because Tuhan would, probably Scurlock could hypnotize him or use some sort of magic to interrogate his, you have no idea how that would work. So that would be really risky. But that might work if you brainwashed him really good before you handed him over. How
does the Silver Nails recruit?
That is how are you going to find that out?
Command. Walk through the streets and beat people until they tell me how the Silver Nails recruit.
All right, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that works.
Flake is not. He's not a subtle creature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Swear to me.
Yeah, that's all he's got.
All right. Go ahead and roll. That'll just be.
Sorry, I'm changing the dice size. Success.
Oh, cool. Partial, yeah. So you find out they're actually all from Severos, the Deathlands of Severos. They are now Severos is what is that place? Well, it's so yeah, they're mostly horsemen. They actually have arcane lances. So they they do cavalry charges against spirits. But they live out beyond the walls in the Deathlands of Severos. And so yeah, they just bring in Severosi people. So they have a whole now I would say it is possible for a person of Duskwall to become a member of them. There are a couple, but they are, have to prove themselves, and it's pretty hard to do that. You have to be an expert horseman. You have to be, of course, a battle hardened against ghosts. Not afraid of them. So if you're Severosi, you have a head up on them. So yeah, they're nomadic horse tribes scattered across the Deathlands. So surviving within the ruins of ancient arcane fortresses, which still repel spirits. So
out of character, Mousy has only said he's going to pay us to identify the guy, right?
Yeah, at this stage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so isn't that a separate job to negotiate proof of what we say?
Well, your job was to identify him, and you still say you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, but we have. We're definitely going to lie about it.
Well, yeah,
right. I think maybe the point Ross is sort of driving at is that what are the knock-on consequences going to be, considering there's ostensibly a psychic vampire involved?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The job was to get
is making a move for your lost district.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, someone from his crew is going to come spy on you. Mousy sends someone to go spy on you, and then they butcher him, and enemy action looks like enemy intent. So just let them fight.
Well, I mean that's again how to lead them into that, because right now your job was to find the identity, who is Baccaros, and you have so far not given Mousy that name.
So. Right. And I'll also say this out loud and, risk giving the chance for Ross to think around it. But we also have a lot of plausible deniability because Baccaros, tried to shake the tail through 3 different abandoned houses. So oops, we weren't.
Also, we know he can assume the form of other people. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you haven't figured out what the deal is of why he looks like Raffaello, or is possibly Raffaello, but is got something going on, or any number of things. That mystery has not been resolved.
Oh,
yet.
He's not Raffaello. It just doesn't make sense for him to be Raffaello.
Right, but you don't know why he looks that way. So, yeah,
okay, all right, I tried.
Yeah. So,
I've contributed.
Yeah. You've learned more about them, what they're like, and how they recruit. So, yeah. Who else wants to figure out some information before we start figuring out what the job is going to be? How are you going to structure it? No. All right. So, fine.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure an angle here. Well, sorry.
Well, you can make a gather information check to figure out what would be good proof. What would be something you could forge, or to frame him or something like that.
Yeah, all right. I will do that. It seems slightly lame. I was trying to get a little bit more dug in than that, but I'll go with it.
Okay. So how do you want to research this? What would be good proof?
Sway. Go out and lie about it.
Okay. Sure.
Whew.
Well.
Nope. That's a nope.
Okay. Yeah. So you go out and talk to people, and you ask about in such obtuse ways that people really don't understand what you're asking for. So if that was controlled, you can ask again, but this would actually have consequences if you fail. Or you can just let it stand as it is, or take another angle. You could use study to read books, to try and figure it out, learning more.
consort. I'll just ask in ways that are more, that are less obtuse.
Okay. All right. This will be risky though. So.
Well, I'll succeed at it. So take that.
Okay, so you get a scholar drunk, and he tells you, well, if I wanted to frame someone to be a spirit warden, well, that's simple, actually. The spirit wardens all have masks to conceal their identities. But what people don't realize, these aren't just normal masks. You could use ghosts or any number of ways to, use the occult to learn a person's identity behind a mask. That spirit warden masks are, in fact, enchanted, or well, ritually made, and specific to the person who wears them. So if I wanted to frame someone to be a spirit warden, and their name is written on the inside of the mask, it's inscribed. You have to break the mask open to read it.
Like their underwear.
Yeah. I don't follow that, but yeah, whatever. Anyways. If you can learn the ritual, if you can steal the ritual, which is kept in all the spirit warden, all the spirit wardens know how to do it. It's like you have to make your own mask. They it's just part of their kit. So just steal their ritual information from a spirit warden, and then follow that, but for the person you're trying to frame as a spirit warden. So, now I don't know what that ritual requires, of course, because I'm not a spirit warden, but that would be the way to do it.
So if I were to ask why people weren't already doing this left, right, and center, you could, maybe tell me at least one tale of someone who tried it.
Well, no, why would you frame someone to be a spirit warden? It's just like, I don't understand why you would want to do that, because that would risk angering the spirit wardens, who are extremely powerful and can destroy your soul forever, or put you in a hole. Yeah. So, I just don't understand what the profit is in doing it. I mean, I assume you're writing some sword tale, like you were mentioning, like some novel, which sounds scandalous. Perhaps it's a love triangle, and perhaps the woman, the person that both the suitors are vying over hates the spirit wardens for some reason, and they're trying to frame them. See, that would be interesting. That would be you should send me a draft of that whenever you're done.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start yes-anding him. Mm-hmm. Let him write the book himself.
Yeah, so just find a spirit warden and figure out where they keep their kit, and then make a mask. And then whenever the person you're trying to convince, so and so is the spirit warden, tell them to break the mask open. The person's name will be in that mask, and it'll be and if they have any knowledge of the cult, they'll be able to yes, this is a valid spirit warden mask. So yeah, you just have to forge a mask.
All right. Well, that doesn't seem like it should be too bad.
Super easy.
Just break a spirit warden mask and steal it. That's okay. Fine.
No, we can't steal it. We have to steal the ritual and make our own.
Oh.
Well, actually, a spirit warden. You could go to the fake Raffello's house and ask him for the information.
That seems like a horrid idea. Thank you for that, Ross.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, let's keep poking the same locations. Let's see if we can get it to harden just for funs.
Yeah, you could do that, or you could just steal it.
You want Flake to go? He left an impression. I'm sure he loves him. Threatening to kill his maid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know we got off to a rocky start, but can I look at your mask? A lot.
All right.
So yeah, we need to roll a spirit warden.
All right. Yeah. So so to roll a spirit warden without telling your friend, the fake Raffello, let's see here, can wait for someone to die and then tail any of the spirit wardens who show up.
It's funny that you said wait for someone to die.
Yeah, that's true. They also hang out at Bellwether Crematorium and then the Master Warden's estate, which is in White Crown. Probably not the one in White Crown. That's going to be super heavily guarded. But the crematorium, well, also probably heavily guarded. But yeah, just whenever a person dies, a spirit warden's going to show up. And you can tail them and then steal the ritual information from them. They probably have it in their little I would say that person tells you, they have their own handbook for the recently, for dealing with the recently deceased. which is sort of their guidebook. Yeah.
We've got at least one gather information check. I would really love it if we could find out what's the shit district as far as soul collection. Mm-hmm. So when we inevitably go to murder somebody, we can murder someone in the district that the newbies will necessarily be sent to. So we can, let's just fight a boss. Let's not fight the arc boss.
All right. Fair enough. All right, yeah. So, Salvage, you have a gather information check, I believe.
Yeah. If we want to, I can. I guess I could do a study roll to see if there's any other information I can pull up about whether or not what information you can get off maybe from the maps, if there's something specific to the. That's like what would make it easier for us to grab it, maybe. So, I am going to go ahead and push myself to get a second dice on that.
Sure.
And partial successes.
Okay.
Those are D10s, bud.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. I was going from last night. Let me try that again without cheating.
What the fuck do we do with sevens?
Yeah.
I've remade the system.
They roll over to ones again.
Yeah. So, my hubris. Hubris. Sorry.
No, it's still a part. It's basically. Well, what kind of challenge do you want? Coleridge, which is in the southern sort of sector right across from Dunslow, has favorable. It's sort of literally on a ridge. It is sort of uneven geography, and it's industrial. It's an industrial section, home to laborers and factories.
I grew up there.
Yeah, so Coleridge has there's not many blue coat patrols. There's a lot of really dark alleys and things like that. But so probably favorable geography, but also it's a dangerous sector to be in. There's all kinds of gangs operating there. They're probably not gonna, if they find you ambushing a Spirit Warden, they're probably not gonna like that because that brings trouble to them. So if you want more of a social, so that's more of a combat physical place for an ambush. But if you want the challenge to be, but the other challenge would be Bright Stone, the sort of upper middle class thing across from White Crown. They're very fussy. Spirit Wardens are very gauche. And they don't have, you see, in White Crown, they can just, the College of Immortal Studies is right there. The rich people just have their servants take the bodies there just to get it out of the way very quickly and discreetly. Brightstone, the Spirit Wardens show up, but it's very much a social challenge and people are very fussy about it. It's very D-class-A. So, it's more of a social thing. There's a lot of blue coats there, but there's a lot of misdirection and trying to have the Spirit Wardens come in and out of, without a sight. So, how do you want to engineer this? Do you want it to be more social? Do you want it to be more physical or combat oriented?
Well, if we do decide to do the Whitestone option too, Vimes might be able to kind of give us more of an angle on social engineering our way in there and out, maybe. Yeah, figuring out what the blue coats,
but Brightstone, a lot of people do die in that district. Just servants who are overworked. They also
that
a lot
got fucking real.
Well, yeah, servants dying, and also artisans. The felt hats are in vogue right now among the upper middle class. So a lot of Mad Hatters who drop dead pretty quickly on the reg. And then of Coleridge, of course, there's tons of factory workers who die in horrible accidents or in fights on a regular basis or from drug overdoses. So, lots of death in both districts. Those give you a lot of options. And I think Audra still has a gather information check. So what information would you like to figure out?
Yeah, I don't really have a good idea right now. I just didn't want to do another...
You can figure out ways to ambush Spirit Wardens, or ways to, when dealing with Spirit Wardens in the field, what's a good way of doing it?
Yeah, or would that be study?
You could do a study. You could look up past accounts of gangs that have dealt with Spirit Wardens, that kind of thing.
possible. I was trying to think of other researching ways to help the framing by making it more convincing to Scurlock, but
I mean, like it's worth noting that like if probably the second part of this is we're going to have to, I am assuming that it is something like unto a voodoo doll where we're going to have to, get a hair off of Tuon or something to bind it to him. So there's like gonna be a fucking magical signature.
Yeah.
In addition to his name being written in it.
Yeah, you could look up. Yeah, you could find out like Tuhan's daily routine or something like that. Figure out ways.
Sure. What would that be?
I mean, any number of approaches would work. Study. You could look. You have a contact in the blue coat, so you could like look through police reports dealing with the silver nails. You could use sway. You could use survey. You could just tail him for a while, watch him from a distance. He's a public person. He does a lot of the contract negotiations and stuff like that. A lot of the middle, like aide de camp stuff that the leader of the Silver Nails is too busy to do or too important to deal with. So, yeah, any number of approaches. How do you see Audra doing it?
I don't. That's the problem.
Okay. Well, just reading police reports would work. For study.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then,
I'll chip in partial.
Okay. So with that, you get a general sense of where Tuhan is on a regular basis. So he has a pretty good routine. Probably your best bet is when he goes out to party. He does like hitting up night market for the vice. He likes the brothels. He likes the ghost cocaine too. He does a lot of socializing. A lot of business meetings are held in various, vice dens. So of course, he does have bodyguards with him whenever he goes out, but there's two of them. He seems to rely on the Silver Hands rep as a badass mercenary crew. Also, he's bravado. He's got to be can't be shown to be. They fight ghosts. You can't be scared of people. Like that's the whole deal. So yeah. Yeah. So okay. you got his general routine. So you could, but he has a full routine. So you could tell me where do you want to ambush him or deal with him or intercept him, and I'll tell you when and where that would be. So you could just sort of pick like, when does he go out for breakfast? When does he have meetings, during the day, or when does he go out and party? So yeah, he is expecting to go out on another expedition in a week, but like he'll be in town for the rest of this week until then. So yeah. Okay. All right. So I believe that's everybody's gathering information check. So, to forge a spirit mask to frame Tuhad, that will be, let's see, what part of this, well, assuming you don't know, you probably want to get the ritual first before you go bother Tuhan. Yeah. So how do you see yourselves overall, getting the guidebook from a Spirit Warden? Coleridge and Brightstone are your two target districts, so you could do just a tactical ambush one, grab the book and run off, or pickpocket him and like put a replacement guide so he doesn't realize it right away, versus some sort of social engineering scheme in Brightstone in a big house with lots of rooms to do shenanigans in. How do you see?
So,
yeah.
Sorry. I mean, the thing I am thinking, and I am by all means, open to other tacks here, but like the one where it's just, another unfortunate street death, whether that's an artisan or a factory worker or whatever. I do think there's a matter of, obviousness. Like I get that the Spirit Wardens aren't investigators per se, but no offense, Flake, if they come up on, one of your aftermath bodies, we might have a larger problem.
Yeah, I do not know what you speak of, but
yeah. Yeah. So in this case, I actually think we wanna go back to something that hasn't come up for a little while. So I know we've done a lot of trance powder or whatever via blow dart, but what about something that can actually take someone out?
Like put to sleep or like kill?
No,
Like,
dead. I mean, that's how we need to
sleep.
Yeah, metaphorical sleep. To
Okay.
sleep perchance
like
a dream.
Okay. Yeah.
I would like to note that Dart and Nick has rarely failed us.
I'll just let that slide by. Poison. What you're looking for is poison.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am essentially telling one of our practical researchy people to research poison.
Well, let's see. There is standard.
We prefer the term permanent sleepy time.
Yeah. Let's see here. 226. Okay. Yeah. There is a list of poisons. On page 226, drown powder, eye blind, skullfire, and standstill.
Okay, salvage. Which one do you already know about?
All of them.
Let's see.
All right, I'm just trying to say, what's your favorite? Literally,
Yeah, you
pick
know you
your
got a
poison.
favorite.
Yes. So, if are we trying to basically just incapacitate?
We're trying to kill someone.
No, we're trying to incapacitate them permanently in the brain, as in the cessation of life functions.
Okay, so in that case, probably if we're doing this standstill powder to the point where it's just an overdose on that. So
No, we have a list of poisons. Just pick one. What do you want to kill them with?
okay, standstill poison. So yeah, let's overdose them with that.
Causes temporary paralysis. Actually, these are non-lethal ones. Devil root
Not
will
with,
kill.
with enough of
Oh,
them,
devil
Ross,
root,
it becomes
okay, sorry.
permanent paralysis.
Any poison's lethal if you take enough of it.
Yeah, that's
If it's administered by a dart, isn't that just a venom?
that's a very good point.
Jesus. Can we
Push
kick
those
Birk?
glasses further down.
Yeah. So yeah, you can draw back volatile. Let's see here. All right, yeah. So standstill is volatile, which means if you get a partial on blow darting them, you'll expose yourself to it as well.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
But only a little bit of it.
yeah. You'll only be paralyzed. Like you can make a lethal dose of it that will kill a person. But if you get a partial when you shoot them, enough of it will get onto your fingers that you'll be paralyzed temporarily.
Okay, so
Can
yeah,
you split it up into a double activate and hit him with that Kim Jong Nam? just tell two dock workers to do it.
I mean, you could just do it just has the second. So
God.
yeah, using the drawbacks, which I haven't really used before. There are drawbacks to these. So
Why are these two ladies randomly touching my neck? Oh.
yeah. So yeah, sounds more like a Coleridge kind of plan than Brightstone. There's definitely not. So let's see here. So yeah, you can just tick off load. It's just if you get a partial, you'll be exposing yourself to it because it's volatile. But which you can resist. So you don't have to. You're not necessarily paralyzed, but you can definitely make a lethal dose of standstill powder. The question is, where do you want to ambush him? Do you want to wait for a body, or do you want to?
No, we're not. We're not blow darting the Spirit Warden. This is how do we bait the Spirit Warden?
Okay. All right. So,
Killing somebody.
Yeah. All right. Who are you gonna pick? There's
I know many people in need of dart and neck in Goldheim.
all right.
Dad.
All right, sure. So Flake, who is the person who's most deserving of a blow dart in the neck in Coleridge?
Is the foreman of my orphanarium chimney sweep gang still alive?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I'd love that.
Good old Flint. Flint the foreman. The orphan breaker is his nickname.
Not Orphan Bane?
Yeah, no, just Breaker. You can't kill him. And it's more of breaking their will rather than their bodies. Although it's not exclusive. Flint made sure orphans didn't run away once they got to the orphanarium or misbehave.
Oh yeah, I know. I worked for him when he realized I was too big to go up the chutes and threatened to kill me. I became his enforcer. I know Flint. Flint and I are good buddies.
Yeah. So, let's see. Where do you want to? Yeah. So all right. So this will be I'll just do the engagement roll. I guess the first roll is to lure. Either wait for. Are you going to just stalk him? Or are you going to lure him in someplace to for the ambush?
I mean, like the reason I wanted to go the whole blowout route is like this is a district where people randomly die from mercury inhalation and stuff, right? That's kind of what you said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you could just sneak out. Yeah, you could. Well, I mean, the thing is. Where do you want his body to fall? Like once you blow dart him, he'll fall down pretty much and die right there. So like, do you want to lure him into an abandoned alley where you have isolation? Or you
I got this. I got it. I'll find a place. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I rolled for the engagement roll. This is gonna be desperate. How are you luring him into an alley or an abandoned?
We're
building?
pretty well trusted at the docks, right?
Yeah.
Give me some urchins. Need some children. Make a quick coin. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you get some urchins. You just go to the street corner and say, and there's some urchins there, and they look at you. They're like, "Oh, are you recruited for the Blind Eye, sir?"
Yes, you will be the enforcer of gang, but you must prove yourself first.
Of course. I've got a shiv right here. It's a stick. It's just like it's a splinter, really.
Show me all your stabbing hands.
Oh, they show you their hands.
Oh yes, small hands. Very good. Very nimble. Get up to chimneys and crooks and crannies for stabbing. Mm-hmm. Yes, you come with me. We go to Kolheim. Quick trip.
Okay. So you have 3 orphans with you, 3 urchins. All right. What are you looking for in Coleridge? What kind of the orphanarium is nearby, or you get within a block of the orphanarium. There's any number of interesting sites. There's abandoned buildings.
I'm going to take them to Vimes first.
Okay.
Vimes, the orphans. They look too orphaned. Make them look more parented.
All right. I mean, this doesn't require like a disguise kit. It requires a rag and water.
Yeah.
Yes, this is your expertise. I understand. Make it look as if they have parents who love them. Is essential for plan.
All right, like I got the joke in, so I'll do the thing.
Yeah, you can just demand a point of load for new clothes for them, since that we'll just treat that as part of your disguise kit, essentially. And you get some of the gang members to help you, bathe and clean them. So yeah.
Suddenly, we're in a Dickens novel.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, just today we're in the Dickens novel. We just showed up. It's never happened before.
Well, we're
all right. Fair point.
Well, it's more Dickinson than it's ever been right now. It's the most Dickinson.
It's a Max Dickens.
Yeah. So, all right. So they look like they have parents now. They look like there's hope in their eyes. Even they're so happy.
We're pulling away from the Dickens. All right.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Where's Salvage? He's all right.
Yeah, he's nearby.
Yep. So I'm ready.
All right, Salvage.
Yeah.
So you were once pimp, yes, for last plan?
That is what we decided to do, and I'm not sure as well as we thought, but yes.
Okay, you are like this again, but for babies. So look secretive. You are not.
Whoa.
What? I do not understand.
Can we use
is pretend we not do this? I sell the children to the man, but I need to leave them with someone, and it must be someone he would think would guard stolen children in an alley waiting for a cattle exchange. So You must look this part. Look shifty. Make your eyes go back and forth.
See, that I can actually help with a disguise kit.
Yes. Make him look like pimp of children, and I will go get the man, and then we will kill him painfully in alley.
Pretend you're tactical blowguns a cane.
Yes, this is good. Hit him when he comes in sight. Hit the children with the cane, and then in neck, and we are good.
I don't mind the hitting on that part, but just it's why am I being pigeonholed into this role constantly? Is this just going to be every heist right now?
At it.
You are a pimp of
last
something.
time. You're a born actor. You can be any role. You're a chameleon.
You can salvage any situation.
Except it just constantly becomes pimp understudy.
It is not my fault. The world is the way it is. It is what the audience demands. Yes, they become stars. Once you give them a little fame, they go to their trailers.
That's not even remotely the
it's
point.
Like I'm
It's a
directing
tough
a
business.
show at Madame Teslins all over again. I have vision. All right. You must inhabit the role.
Oh, it's like, so you're bringing issues of the prima donna actor, but not the prima donna director.
Yeah.
The word is auteur.
Thank you. Fine, whatever. Okay, just use that, just like that. Okay, so yeah, if you want to make me up to look like this,
I would just say it's another point of load.
Okay.
Yeah,
For my disguise kit, that's fine.
Yep. So
I would ask question why you have this disguise ready to go in your kit, but it is counter to my purpose. You just let it go.
The
It's
disguise
okay,
kit
Vimes.
is modular.
Yeah,
It's creative use of components. Fine. You're the one that's always thinking of pimps. Like,
yes, I am the one that is always thinking of pimps. Yes, I am the only person who has ever considered the pimp in Deskfall.
I mean, in this
sure,
group,
certainly. It's not as if our entire economy runs off this or anything. All right, so we'll go.
all right.
I really love the sliding scale of Flake's awareness.
Yeah. All right.
By the way, Caleb, it really seems like it's going to be far west, just between Salvage and Flake on the storyline.
So the you all go to Coleridge. So it sounds like Salvage and the children are waiting in an abandoned building nearby, and you're going to take them. Flint.
Yeah, I'll take Flint to go see them.
Okay. All right, so you'll have to persuade or Flint somehow to go, because he sees you. He's like, "Oh, hey, it's Flake. How are you doing? Why are you here? Are you on business or?"
Yes. I wish to speak to you about. You are still in business, yes?
Yes, of course. I'm going to be doing this till the day I die. I can't get work elsewhere now. Not after people start calling me the Orphan Breaker. Yeah.
Oh, they still call you this? Do you not have another young man hungry like me? Do the dirty work for you?
No, sadly, no. No one wanted to follow in your footsteps. Not since the incident.
Is shame. Well, as you know, due to your tutelage, I have done quite well for myself.
That's good.
As someone who has found an opportunity in my new life, you're aware of the blind eyes?
Oh, that's you. I'd heard stories, especially there's a fight near Dunslow against the Grinders, I want to say. Yeah, it sounded like you.
Yes, they call it fight, but I do not see it this way. It is a discipline of an unruly child who has taken too much gruel. You know this. Yes, you know how this ends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, I have come up into opportunity.
Yeah.
pretty exclusively for a man of your caliber. And as a way of saying thanks for my education, I thought I would bring this opportunity to you first.
You're not mad?
If I was mad my entire life at this, would I have survived this long? I mean,
It seems anger motivates a lot of what you do. But
yes, but it is misplaced, and that is why I can use it for coin. Look at all of the people who have graduated from your program. Are any as successful as me?
no.
But they are also quite angry at you, yes?
Yeah, that's
Perhaps my lack of anger at you is what sets me apart.
all right. Give me Slay. This is going to be desperate. You left on bad circumstances. So yeah, he is very suspicious of you.
I don't know how I'm helping, but I'm helping.
Okay.
Yes, I could use the help. Because now I'm up to 2 dice.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Damn. With a 6 against all odds, you succeed on that desperate sway check. He takes out a pistol from under the table and puts it down. God, I was sweating bullets there. I could have sworn you were coming here to kill me. Yeah. If you have product,
Nonsense. You made me tough. All right, this is important. I owe everything to you.
yeah, I have to admit, I've had some bad nights where I woke up thinking that you would come to pay me back for the incident. So
Me? I would never do such thing. Anyway, we transport things around town. I have some children that were being transported.
are they good workers?
And their parents did not want to pay the new price. So they are a little less orphaned than we typically like, but they get some soot on their face and in their lungs, and who can say where they
Oh,
come
if they're
from.
presentable, I can make them servants. Yeah, I could.
Oh, even better. But
Yeah.
as you understand, being, less orphaned than we would prefer, I have had to keep them out of public eye.
Yeah.
until now.
No,
So
like,
we must go to separate locations to make these.
yeah. No, let's go. Geez, let's. I know there's a couple families that would need smaller servants. Playmates, carrying food, cleaning. The basic stuff.
Yes, come see
all right.
them. They are clean. You will love this.
All right, he goes. So,
Time for that sweet, sweet dart.
yeah. So he goes to the abandoned site and with you and Vimes, and he sees you, Salvage, with the 3 kids. By the way, let's flash back to the 3 kids.
God.
So the 3 kids are looking at you, Salvage. By the way, Audra, are you with Salvage, or are you just hiding somewhere?
I will be with Salvage.
Okay.
Thank God.
So he's like, "Hello, sir. What are we doing here?
Well,
You're not going to sell us to the orphanarium, are you?"
No. So you're basically part of a plan to help us here. So we're
Do we
gonna
get
help
to
you
be
right
full
now.
gang members after this?
I looking at Audra. It's like, yeah,
Sure.
really anything. But have you heard of internship programs?
No.
Hey, man, we're
You know-
smugglers. Kids are gold. You can put so many drugs on a kid. Like,
So
come on.
so you
Not
won't be
to mention, access to small spaces.
yeah. So you're not going to be essentially full members, but you're kind of it's like you'll be up from trainee to journeyman, if that makes any sense.
Wow. Do I have to kill anyone?
No, but
Do you
you just
want
have to.
I stabbed someone in the hand once, but that's it.
Yeah, well,
I
we don't
killed
want you to worry
someone.
about-
No, you didn't. That was a rat. He was a wizard disguised as a rat.
Okay.
I mean, we can just
So-
give the kid the dart.
I do not trust the aim. So
Also volatile. They'll
Yeah. all little, yeah. So
they'll
no,
definitely
we're
be
not doing that.
paralyzed.
In any case,
Well,
so-
but the thing is, that way, if the kid fails, he gets it, not
no,
Salvage.
I'm not paralyzing a kid.
It's just paralysis. It'll wear off.
I'm not
They've
throwing
had
a kid
worse.
dart at this guy. So
All right.
I'm not throwing an orphan dart. So, but, all
Uh,
right. So
all right.
everybody
So
just play along. act scared. You won't be hurt.
Okay.
Yeah. You need to look a little more afraid. I'll condense some raindrops.
I
on my
love
finger
you.
and put
I
little
love
tears
you,
down their
Mr.
cheeks.
Salvage.
Yeah, I know. So, but act like I beat you into. Okay, that's
All right, give me a sway check. It's controlled risk.
I am assisting.
All right.
Oh, thank God. What? That's going to be your only one, so...
Awesome.
Oh, no, 2. Oh, no, I get 2 off that, because if you're doing resolve, you get whatever you're using on there, right? So,
Yay. Mostly.
All right.
Good night, you princess of Dustfall.
Salvage, you get a point of stress. This is very stressful.
It is.
Weird.
Yeah. You're not having fun. But yeah, you hear footsteps, and then you see Flake and Vimes carrying a older man, very large, very greasy looking. He is he's like, "Oh, hello, me buckos." That's just a little joke I give the kids. He's whispering to you, Flake.
Yeah. They probably cannot hear you. We have drugged them very heavily. Have you seen them? Have you seen this new product?
No, I have not. What is it?
Oh, it's wonderful. They just do whatever you say. It's like trance powder, but weaker, so it does not kill the children.
Mm-hmm.
They walk behind you as if you own them. Is wonderful. My friend, the child pimp, uses it. Child pimp, show him the darts that we used on the children to get them here.
So,
yes, it's very easy. You just put it to your mouth and then blow on the child, and then they become very passive.
Do we hear a foont at this point? Tell me foont at this point.
All right, give me a finesse to blow dart the Flint the foreman.
I do. So also,
This is going to be risky, obviously.
Can somebody Audra back me up for distraction?
Yes,
I
got you.
put him in place.
Yeah.
He's not dodging.
Well, if you want to make a separate skirmish roll to grab him,
oh no, I just got my arm around his shoulder.
okay. Well,
good
then
buddy,
that'll
Flint.
be all right. Then you contribute a point of stress for the assist roll.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so yeah, and I'm gonna push it just so I make sure I have 4 dice to roll. Oh God.
So if you get a partial, you'll have to make a resistance check because the drug is volatile. But if you get a 6, you're fine. And you got a 6. So it goes off. You sealed the dart. Actually, did not leak. It did not eat through it even a little bit. And you did not inhale any powder. And you dart him so much he is paralyzed. So paralyzed his heart stops. And
can I not drown him in a puddle?
oh well, yeah, I would say you still have time.
Sure.
Yeah.
For it.
Yeah, you could drag him over to the puddle.
I'll drag him over there while he's still conscious.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Flint, little puddle is almost as little gruel as you gave us. But
All
as
right.
you used to say, is enough. And I put him face down in it to drown.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The kids are all watching very wide-eyed and silent. Yeah.
I reward the kids for their excellent job by giving each of them a GBD gummy.
Aw.
Wait, the Benoid oil.
Okay, yeah.
Goes to nowhere.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Here's your Quicksilver gummy.
Oh no. Yeah, the kids. If you're giving them ghost oil, like, I don't even know. Oh, I'm not even going to speculate what that does to children. But yeah, they have other concerns now. Yeah. So yeah, you got a dead guy. So probably someone should usher the children away.
We'll congratulate the children on their first successful job.
Yeah.
You're now full members of the gang. Yes.
Interns.
Yay.
Interns.
All right.
Wait until we call you again.
Okay.
Then you will be ready for the real job.
Do we get food?
Yes, if you work for it like everyone else.
What about? Do we get to keep these clothes then?
Yes, certainly you may. You look so fine in them.
Okay.
You must represent the blind eyes
All
by
right.
not telling anyone you are in it.
Okay. All right. So you're just going to have 3 orphans pestering you anytime you're walking around in public in the docks.
As soon as we can get a new cohort, that's our next cohort.
Oh, no.
Gang of orphans.
All right. Yeah, that'll work. It's not too long until the Deathseeker Crow will show up to point to the Spirit Wardens where they are. Normally they work in pairs, and they have a cart to, take the body to the crematorium. So, that's their sort of standard operating procedure. And they are, of course, armed, and people don't mess with them, because if you mess with the Spirit Warden, they'll show up in numbers to punish whoever messed with them. And also, they're doing a valuable service that people want to have happen, because they don't want angry ghosts, roaming the city. So, of course, the Spirit Wardens will show up well before the ghost of Flint escapes. So, how do you want to plan this thing? They'll have both of them will have a guidebook on them, a handbook for the dealing with the recently deceased, so you could try and pickpocket it, through stealth. You could try and just mug them. I don't know. Or you could, kill them both and hope no one finds you, but that would cause a lot of heat. I'd say, by the way, killing Flint gave you 1 heat, because you were seen
public service.
Yeah. It's a little bit of heat, but it was something. So,
like I said, kidding.
Yeah. How do you want to? Let's see here. So do you just want to wait until they show up and then figure out what you want to do?
I figured like blow darts worked so well. Let's go with the non-killing dart.
Okay. Yeah.
Which of course is the Batman story arc.
Mm-hmm. All right. So all of you take up stakeout points around the body and get the kids away, and you wait. And sure enough, there's the crow. And then sure enough, an hour or so later, there's a cart with 2 Spirit Wardens. I imagine these guys look more like plague doctors, with full robes, gloves, and masks. Their masks are a little more, plague doctor-y than Baccaros. Baccaros had more of like a opera Greek chorus kind of mask, but these guys have beaks. They probably have little herbs stuffed in them to deal with the body smell and so on and so forth. So one goes in and looks the body, and then the other guy is going to go in. The other Spirit Warden is going to go in, and they're both going to carry the body, put it in the cart, and leave. So at what point do you want to intercept or blow dart them? There's one moment where one goes in to find the body while the other one stays with the cart. So that's when they're away from each other a little bit. So you could do that. Salvage, I guess you could just blow dart one of them while they're separated for a moment. Okay. So who do you want to do? The cart driver or the guy searching for the body?
I think probably that's I would say the cart driver too, because if we could, just for my own,
in the alley, more concealment, less heat.
Okay, so I was just thinking if he was going out, then if we could get them, because are we fully stealing the mask?
No, you can't.
We need the ritual. The ritual is
you need the book. The book has instructions on how to make the mask. Because remember, each mask is unique to a person.
You're right. So
if somebody has eidetic memory or really fast copying skills, we don't even need the book. We just need limited access to it.
It sounds like more of a flashback thing. So that would be flashback.
Well, let's burn that bridge when we get there.
All right.
Okay. All right. We'll do the alleyway then if that's less there, because I was thinking if they were occupied with the body, we could get some time.
All right.
But yeah.
All right, so you go. So you're waiting. I'll say you're already concealed. The guy isn't expecting an ambush. So you just go ahead and give me a risky finesse check to blow dart him with a normal standstill.
All right.
Powder dart.
Yep. So we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'll burn a little bit more. One more to get 3.
You mean 2 stress?
Yes. So I was burning more stress to get 3. So yeah.
Well, I mean, I could help with that.
Okay.
You're the
better
spotter.
economy.
So you're just there spotting, like,
All right.
wind is the southerly east at 1 knot.
Target 10 meters. Line clear.
You have no idea, but I have put a scope on this thing.
Take the shot.
Yep, success again.
Damn. All right. Yeah, he goes
Okay.
down. Dunk.
Next step of the plan: wait for the cart guy to investigate. Repeat.
You really want me to go 3 times? 3? I'm not sure if I go 3 for 3 on this.
Well, I mean, surely you have more than one blowgun. You can hand it off to anyone else who has a significant amount of finesse. If you genuinely feel,
There's a second blow darter on the on the grassy knoll.
I don't traffic in those kinds of conspiracy theories. Bro.
Oh.
All right, yeah. Who wants to take the second shot? With the so it's finesse to shoot him. I would allow hunt too. Actually, now that I think about it.
all right, I've got Hunt.
All right.
We
All right.
swapped. I was the spotter before, and now you're the spotter.
Exactly, so I'll go ahead and give you a stress mark on that.
Did you learn that in blowgun school?
Always
You're
look
about
for-
to both in like ghillie suits made of trash. Just
All right, partial. I get a 5.
Yeah. All right. So give me a resistance check. You got exposed to some standstill powder. It was leaking a little bit. It's a volatile.
I got 6 on the resistance.
Yep. All right. Yeah.
God, this
We
game
all just
doesn't
breathe
all
this stuff.
that.
It's just in all the ventilation at the
Yeah.
base. Just always instantly.
the IOK
Yup.
powder.
So yeah, you have 2 knocked out things, so you can get the book and get the fuck out. I'll say this going to raise another point of heat because they wake up later and they're able to get the body, but they know the book is stolen, so they'll be quite upset about that. So yeah, so you've gained 2 heat so far. But yeah, very minimal exposure otherwise because they don't know who did it. Because a lot of gangs use this powder. It's rather common.
It's off the shelf.
Yeah, basically. So you read through the ritual, and you're right. It does require a sympathetic component. It requires blood or hair from the person, and fresh blood or hair. So, and the other thing is the mask has to have a skull built into it, of a recently did. So essentially each mask is kind of like a hull. So you need to basically kill another person and use the skull for it. And
Is it a hull?
this is the third I'm running out of guys I want to kill. I mean, come on.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're right. That's a lie.
I mean, if all else fails, we haven't pissed off the grinders in a while. We could get back on that track.
yeah,
When in doubt, kill a grinder.
So the thing is, this has to be timed pretty carefully. So the Spirit Wardens say that prisoners on death row are used for this. That the Spirit Wardens will provide someone for you to kill. For this, you have to do it yourself. So this is sort of very much a initiation hazing kind of thing to prove your dedication to the cause. Yeah. So yeah, anybody can think of. I'd say any person can think of somebody who deserves to die.
Do we get downtime?
I would say you could do a downtime. Yeah, this would count as a heist.
I mean, murdering a dude with a elaborate
So
human
everyone
trafficking scam. Yeah.
I will have to roll for entanglements, but yeah. Your payoff was getting the thing. I'd say if you robbed them, they had 1 coin on them, so you could just take their wallets too.
Yay! Of course, we robbed them.
Yeah. That makes sense. Let's see here. Flipped or interrogation. All right, so I would say Vimes. As you go out, the blue coats walk into you. They have some questions for you. How did they manage to capture you?
let's just call it. I mean, this seems a little like bitter pill, but let's just say that new contact I made, like he has to do this to keep his own heat down within the blue coats. So
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
I know it's going to happen, but it happens.
All right. So they have some questions about some Spirit Wardens that got rolled the other night. And it's saying one of your known associates was seen in the vicinity. And so you can either pay them off with 3 coin, they beat you up, or you tell them what they want to know, plus 3 heat, which would get you at wanted level 1.
I'll take the beating.
All right, that's level 2 harm. You can resist that. Yep. That is definitely prowess.
It doesn't matter. They're all even for me. So I'll take 2 stress.
Mm-hmm. And yep.
I gotta say, I really love the economy mechanics of this game because that puts me from 4 stress total to 6 stress, which means I can't overindulge.
All right. So, everybody can roll indulge in vice, and if you have at least 1 trauma, you need to, or you'll gain stress. So,
Oh, thank God. Perfect.
What happens if you need a new vice purveyor?
you'll have to spend a downtime to find your new vice purveyor.
You can come hang out with me.
All right, I will do that,
All right.
and then I will get fucked up.
All right. So yeah, you could just do ghost cocaine with Audra.
Stupor.
All right.
I'm just going to do a party with Audra.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you lose that vice purveyor, you're going to have a real bad time.
I overindulge.
Awesome. Wow, ghost cocaine is a lot stronger than you thought it was.
It's a lot stronger than checkers.
Yeah. Well, I'll get used to it. I do weigh like 400 pounds. So.
All right. Do you want to attract trouble, brag about your exploits, or tapped or lost? Lost
What
means
is tap?
Tap means a current purveyor cuts you off.
No.
Yeah.
I'll brag. I have so many orphans. I snap my fingers, they stab you in legs like little piranhas. Yes.
All right, you're at heat 8. I'm not sure if it's heat 8 or 9 that rolls you over.
It's okay. Salty's in prison. We're back to 0.
No, he was indulging. He was lost.
Well, now he's in prison, so we're back to 0.
All right, no,
Fine.
I got it. I'm going to take my second.
You go to prison. It's how it works. All right.
I said it at the beginning of the session. Next session, you can go to prison, but not this session. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Some bullshit.
No, you have one more before you do that. You do lose one actually because of your asset, so you're at heat 7. So if you gain 2 more heat, you'll roll over.
And also, that's going to be my downtime activity. I'm just going to let the blue coats beat on me a little extra.
All right. Yeah, that's probably a finesse check.
Yeah, I don't
God,
actually need
shit,
that.
if you
I'm
choked
going to
me while you did it, I would hate that. Tell me I'm scum.
Wow.
Step on me with your boots. Yeah.
Please step on Snake.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to do it with something I'm actually good at, so
Okay.
I'm going to lie.
All right.
And I get a 6.
That is 3. So your heat is now at 4.
Now we're back to where we were.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Anybody else's downtime activities they want to tell me about?
Do we just have the one, or are we doing a full?
Well, you're doing a full
Sorry.
one, but I assume everybody was relieving
I did
stress.
one to.
Yeah.
I had to use one
Yeah.
to party with Audra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can spend a coin, right?
Yeah.
I'll spend a coin on free daddy.
Okay. You have a plan now. We can do that as a heist as a score whenever you want to get your father released. And you can specify whether it's to do something to get him released early or to just break him out. So I'll let you pick which one you want to do. So you just let me know when you want to do it.
Okay.
But word has been sent. And of course, when you do the prison break, you can probably find out about the forgotten prisoner. So yeah, that has now been unlocked. Good job. Let's see who else. And so Vimes. So we just have Audra and Salvage.
I did stress.
Okay, for both.
Well, that was what I was asking. I
Yeah.
guess I will.
Actually, I would say you need to spend a downtime to read up on the ritual, since that's usually what you have to do. Yeah,
that's fine.
All right, so you read up on the ritual, learn how to do it. So
basically acquire an asset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basic. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to need to do one for stress because I need to recalibrate the blow dart because somebody else used it and need to clean it out.
Clean it in.
Yep.
So, all right.
Take it down to the range.
Yeah. So 2. And then would I be able to do a train action this turn, or would that take too long?
No. You have 2 actions, so if you've only relieved stress once, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to go and do a train because I need to be better at this. So to fill out my last prowess and get another dot of finesse.
Okay. Yeah.
And so, and I get a stress for that, correct?
No, it's only per downtime overall. Since you relieve stress, you can do another downtime.
Okay.
So yeah.
So all right. So well, I'll do that for training. So instead. So all right. And hello, finesse point.
Yay. All right. So the next point is making the mask. So you need to get Tuhon's blood or hair, and you need to murder another person to make the mask.
It's weird that the murder is going to be the easy part of that.
Yeah. So who do you? You know Tuhon's routine. So how do you picture doing this? This could just be plucking a hair from his head, or getting a drop of blood from him.
Is there any indication? Okay, that's a secondary plan. Sorry,
but it can't be from clothing. It has to be directly from him. It does have to be, fresh.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Is if we could essentially just steal his brush.
No, you don't. It specifies plucked from hair or blood cut directly. So it sounds like if it's been on the brush, you don't know how long it's been on the brush. So you don't think it would be the connection. It may work or it may not. I would say that would make it require a roll. But obviously,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I've got a plan, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We're doing the Bunny of Seville.
Okay. You get a haircut.
Yeah.
All right. He's a vain guy. He definitely would go to a barber. And he has a regular barber that gets his beard trimmed and his hair coiffed just so.
So does he have a regular shop or does he have a regular barber?
He has a regular shop.
Excellent.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah, it is the Savelle Brothers barber shop.
This thing.
Yeah, it's damnedest thing. So the question is, as we're framing it on the barber shop, how do you picture you guys taking over the shop for the day?
I really we should probably go with a better plan than this, but I really just want to cut to the storage room and just have it be the barbers with gags.
We could do that.
You don't have to. We could do something. We could just pay them off or something.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you could. It would. They're just civilians. They're just normal people. They're not really that.
How many are there?
There are 2 regular brothers. So
these did not be the mothers. Just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we'll just go early in the morning. I'll get the orphans.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hello, Mr. Flake, sir.
All right. You need to. I forgot my accent. Damn it.
Were you high on ghost cocaine? Losing your accent is a side effect.
Shop and steal things that are shiny.
Oh yes, of course.
Steal something shiny. Make sure you are seen, and then run out the store very quickly. The key rule, the number 1 rule of being gangster, is do not get caught.
Oh, of course.
It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Checks out.
All right.
So you will run to the alleyway, and you will find me, and then you will be done for the day.
Okay. So yeah, they do so. And one of the Seville brothers is running out after them. Only one. But he runs straight into you.
Oh yeah, I just envelop him.
All right, that's a controlled. Actually, no. This is first roll of the new high. So I would say 2d6 on that. It's a 3, which means it is. Is that risky or desperate? I think it's risky. Let me just double check. Rules. They're things that exist in a game. Let's see here. Oh, it's a desperate position. Your timing is really bad, and blue coats took notice of you. So if you get a partial, you'll have blue coats interfering as well. They're in Charter Hall. That's the district it in. So there's pretty good blue coat presence here. And
Cool.
yeah, so it's a desperate roll for this because of unexpected last minute side effect.
Critical success.
Doesn't matter. The orphans are so distracting. They distracted the blue coats away from you. No heat from this. Do you just want to knock him out, or what are you wanting to do to him?
Oh, I just walk out of the alley straight through the front door, flip the close sign, and if his brother needs to drop his scissors and go in the storage room if he doesn't want his brother to die.
All right, so you just carry him like laundry, a bag of laundry.
Yeah.
And walk in there, and it's with a critical success. Yeah, that works. He goes quietly. He loves his brother and does not want to see him killed by
all
this.
All right, so we all roll in.
Yeah.
The ones who can lie and don't look like me can steal their clothes, and I sit back there in the storage room with the tied, gagged barbers, I guess.
All right. All right. So you've taken control of the barbershop, and you I assume Vimes is disguising as one of the Seville brothers, or are you going to be the unexpected cousin who's shown up?
Yeah, we're just the subs. They're just both sick today.
Okay. All right. So it's a new high, so you have your disguise kit. You disguise yourself to look like a barber. So we roll in. Well, Tuhan rolls in with his 2 bodyguards. They're very large.
Hey, buongiorno.
What is this? What is this?
I'm Eduardo's cousin from Old Country. He is sick. I'm covering for him today.
But I have very particular look. The brothers, they, have very particular look.
We trained together in Old Country. You have good hands. My hands, they're good as theirs.
All right, we have time to spare. I have gone through every barber in this whole district, and they're Sevilles, the only ones to my exacting standards. You must prove to me you are worthy to cut my beard, to trim my beard. It's a very important point of pride. So here, you go get beard trimmed by this man, and I watch and I see if he is good. And you, yes.
So does anyone else have more than a single dot in finesse?
I have my 3, so yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't even have hair, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing the talking. Let's see. Eduardo. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I really can't think of anything else right now. Mm-hmm. Hey, Giuseppe, get over here. You decided to beard cut.
Oh. All right.
Seriously, I would like to formally apologize to the entire country.
All right. So Giuseppe, the bodyguard sits down in the chair and looks at you, Giuseppe, very menacingly. His beard is unkempt. Now, of course, you would have done a flashback to study on how to cut trim beards in the Savrosi style, and use all the various waxes and oils and other things, beard oils.
Giuseppe, he got the magic hands, but he not to talk so much. That right, Giuseppe?
All right, so this is going to be a risky finesse check to cut the beard. You've had.
I'm going to assist. I'm going to hand him the waxes and oils. You know, sponge stat.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I really feel.
Yeah.
I really feel like this is the point where the area "It's Always Sunny" title should come up. Today, Salvage slit a man's throat. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add stress on mine, so I'm rolling 4 because 5 because fuck this. Not doing it.
Yeah, they are both all 3 of these guys are heavily armed, by the way. With just bandoliers of weapons. They are hardened mercenaries who have fought both human and spirit. And they live in the Deathlands. The Deathlands.
I'm making it easier.
Well, then they know what's coming to them.
Okay. But no problems again.
All right, yeah, you managed to do it just so. And trim it. It is very elaborate. It is very waxed. It is very curly now. They like their mustaches very curled up, almost comically so. But yeah,
you get all the girls or the guys if you that's what you into.
Yep.
Giuseppe, Fred Wardo, we not judge.
Mm-hmm. The bodyguards are. They look at it. There's intense huddle as the 3 of them talk about it for a minute. And they examine it, and everyone's like, "Well, it will do. We have I too on a very important business meeting tonight, and I must look my best. And if the brothers are not available, you will do." For now, he puts out a massive bag of coins. It's 2 coins worth. It's like, you cut, but if you mess up, it will be very bad for you. Yeah. Yeah. So this will be another risky finesse check. This is also to get hairs that are going to be suitable for the ritual.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's roll into 4.
Yeah, but if you get it, you'll be fine. If you get a partial, you'll just have to make a resistance check under resolve because of the stress. But yeah, if you fail, you fail, obviously. But you know,
partials. So
all right. So you succeed, but at what cost? This is more taxing than you had thought. You thought, murdering dude and letting children watch it was stressful, but this is also almost as stressful, oddly enough. So go ahead and give me a resolve resistance check to see how much stress you take from this. Because
okay. Partial success.
All right, so you lose 1. You take 1 stress. As you are sweating profusely by the end as he is watching you, both bodyguards have hands on their pistols, just watching. But yeah, he's like, it'll do. And they leave without so much as a word. But you have hairs now for the ritual. So
just flop down to the seat. This is why I like to do things from far away, within blow dart range.
Guys, let's be cool and let's give 1 coin to the Seville brothers.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they're sufficiently cowed from Flake. They will never breathe of this again because they don't want any trouble. If they tell them the truth, it's just going to mean more trouble for them. So it's easier to pretend it didn't happen. So yeah, no heat for that. Good job. And let's see here. Yeah, so now you just got to murder a guy and do the ritual.
Easy. back to our specialty.
Yeah, who's going to nominate a person who deserves to be killed?
Everyone looks at
the Seville brothers. They are right here.
No. We may need a barbershop again someday.
Well, there is another one. There are 2 of them. One is vestigial.
I realize family is a fraught concept for you, but some people actually like theirs.
But this is waste of time. It's
All right.
inefficient.
All right. So, why do another member of the crew nominate someone they know that just really deserves to be murdered in a ritual?
I got nothing.
All right.
I mean, I could just get petty and say someone who was a part of the case that got me like drummed out of the Bluecoats.
Sounds pretty good. Let's see here. Let's see. There's a constable. It's very dirty.
Nobody actually in the Bluecoats. That seems like a horrible idea.
Okay.
But I will just pick off the friends list on my sheet because I have this framed in my head, but no actual names to it.
Mhm.
So Harker, a jailbird. It's time for him to die.
Okay. Arker, the jailbird. He used to be a Bluecoat, was too dirty even for the Bluecoats. Got caught a lot, and so he got kicked off the force, became an informant, helped snitch on your dirty shit, which got you kicked out. And
I didn't actually have dirty shit.
Well, okay, so he framed you. Yeah, that's his thing.
At the time.
Yeah. So he framed you. And yeah, he's helped a lot of murderers go free. A lot of bad people, a lot of bad things have been done because of his work, because of his, bad. Yeah, he's just a bad person.
Okay. 2 words, Flake. Intact skull.
Okay. I can do it.
So
There are other ways. The skull is not the only way. It's merely favorite way. It's
the
little bulb goes pop at top of. Yes. Anyway, I kill. Yes. Where is he?
That's a good question. He is a hard person to find these days, as he's made a lot of enemies, not just you, but other people. Where that is going to require some effort to find, and there's going to be risk. Yep. Who wants? There are many different ways to try and find him, but yeah. Who?
Oh, yeah. I have a Bluecoat contact now.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me a sway check or consort to persuade.
I guess we haven't actually named the guy. We should probably do that thing.
We'll say, yeah.
Primrose.
Love it.
Yep.
Good thinking.
All right, so Constable.
Detective Primrose.
Yeah, Primrose. Yeah. So go ahead and give me a sway or a consort check. That'll give you the level of information Primrose is willing to give you.
All right, partial.
Oh, Arker? So, yeah, he is a bit tough to find these days, but he is sort of moved on from snitching to committing crimes on his own. So he's got some sort of way to be a burglar. He's been caught selling stolen goods to fences, so we suspect he's either working with a burglar or is the burglar himself, but he's been robbing various businesses and industrial sites. We're not sure how, but we do know the name of a fence that he uses a lot. So Needle, who works in the Hazelwood, that public house. If you talk to Needle, sure. Needle knows how to get a hold of Arker, but Needle makes a lot of money from Arker, so that's going to be sort of a bit tough to persuade her to, hand the name over. So, yeah.
All right. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, so Needle is a fence who operates out of Hazelwood, which is a public house we'll actually say it's back in Coleridge. Pretty poor place, but how do you want to approach Needle? Or you could also stake Needle out and wait for Arker to show up.
Yeah, we could do that. Or,
Mm-hmm.
how about this? What I would like to do is, do we have anything kicking around the lair? Any like ill-gotten gains kicking around the lair that are easily identifiable in terms of where they came from?
We have to have stuff we've looted, I'd imagine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So essentially, like, even if it comes down to like spending a coin for it, like what I am thinking is I
Got
want
a
to
cash
go.
box from a mansion.
There
Yeah.
you go.
You do. Yeah.
So yeah, like what I want to do is essentially feed her a bit of a barium meal, like a very tangible kind of one, where like give her something to fence that turns out to be readily identifiable,
Mm-hmm.
and then essentially give her the opportunity to make it disappear by turning Archer over to us.
Okay. So basically, bribing her with the loot, then, or the opportunity of more loot.
No, like I want to create a problem for her.
Okay. Yeah. All right, that's fair. All right, so planning the evidence on her, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I, am good at disguises, so I don't have to be the same person.
Mm-hmm. So you can, all right, well, with your contact that you've already made established with, you can then, use that, to have the blue coat show up, or threaten them. Or no, you could threaten them because you know the blue coats. Okay. So,
Exactly.
All right. So yeah, that's, pretty much a risky swait, consort check to, sell the cash box to, Needle. As you go to the public house and, use the various slang to like, hey, I've got some furniture that needs to be moved. Do you know someone who can help me? Oh, sure. That kind of thing.
Anybody? Bueller?
Oh,
No.
to assist?
Oh, you already rolled, didn't you?
No.
Oh,
That was my last roll.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw typing. Okay. Yeah, I can assist, I guess. I don't know how.
Oh, you're the muscle. Like you're there to, work.
I mean,
That'll do it.
unless this is going to be the case where, like, again, Flake's mere presence makes subterfuge impossible.
No, it's basically giving her the goods.
Right.
Basically selling it, being like, hey, I'm just doing a normal transaction with you. This is totally not something that could get flagged.
Yeah. So I crit succeed.
All right. So, you sell it to her, and basically, how do you want this to play out with your critical success? Do you want to just like sell to her and then it's like, hey, guess what? You just bought, or do you want to like then have it rated by the cops first and then tell her?
No, I'm gonna come in as yet another person.
Okay.
Like, and basically be, I'm just gonna peruse around the shop and then be like, look, I'm from a different district, so you probably wouldn't have known this, but this is very clearly the mark of, I forget who the fuck it was, but whatever noble house over in White Crown. So, one good turn deserves another. Maybe you can tell me where I can pick up meh.
Okay. All right. So that's exactly what happens. You sold it to her in disguise. Then you go to her shop the next day and it's there, and, you point it out and you're like, well, I can bring the blue coats here in 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Before you can get rid of it, especially with my friend here.
Or I can give you the chance to file the serial numbers off, and for not flipping on you, you can tell me this thing I need to know.
Oh, Archer, he uses a go-between. I haven't seen him in a while. He uses a go-between for selling goods, but he's getting really weird. He's trying to save up earn a lot of money.
Who isn't?
Well, it's different with him. He's getting desperate. He's taking risks. He's stealing from White Crown and Brightstone. I have no idea how he hasn't been caught yet. But he did let slip that he's got a. I know where he rests now because somewhere nearby. There's a in Night Market at the southern border of it. You know, there are these abandoned houses, and he is in one of those abandoned houses. People don't go there because of people go fishing there. Don't leave the river lately. It's something bad's been going on there, but yeah.
Man, fishing is a dangerous ass occupation.
So yeah, he's there, but so yeah, if you, I mean, yeah, he's been earning me a lot of money lately, but you know, to be honest, I don't need that kind of heat. So take that information where you worry. But yeah, Night Market somewhere along the river's edge, one of those abandoned houses.
All right. Well, not to put too fine a point on it, but I would maybe consider diversifying your revenue streams.
Yeah, no joke. But don't come back, all right?
I was never here.
All right. So, yeah, you know approximately where he is now.
Neat. All right, let's stake out the dockside at Night Market. I'm sure this is going to go great.
Well, this is beyond the docks. It's basically these were houses built along the river's edge that have been since abandoned. They've been abandoned for a while. And I think you guys found out what was happening was that there was a spirit luring people in, sort of a will-o'-the-wisp, but in the water. It's pretty spoopy. But why would Arthur be here is very much the question. So
clearly he's working with the spirit.
Yeah. So everyone give me you can give me a survey check or a hunt check or a prowl check, I think, to like sort of snoop around and figure out which of these abandoned houses is it. Yeah.
All right, team, do we want to gang up on this or just do it individually?
I'll prowl.
I mean, I have none of those
Oh,
skills.
I did not prowl.
Well, you wanna help me out with hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Neato. All right, success.
All right. This was controlled, by the way, since, you know, you're being just looking at houses and seeing which has signs of occupation. So, all right. So you figure out which house it is, or Vimes does. The others, you're like, yep, those are houses. All right. We'll have to not just look at them from the outside to figure it out. But Vimes like, oh no, that house, you can clearly see. I can smell a fire from within. It is
Signs of habitation are an important thing for bluecoats to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Skills.
Mm-hmm. So he's in there. It sounds like he has a fire going right now, possibly cooking. So yeah, how do you want to take him?
Oh man. All right, guys, shall we take it as assumed that this is like nothing's ever easy, right? We don't ever get to just bust in and grab the guy we want. So, like, what contingencies do we want to prepare ourselves for? Any?
Well, you can always do flashbacks to say.
Can I literally just bust in?
You literally
You can. Yeah.
All right, I'm doing that.
All right,
I'm just kicking open the door.
All right. You kick open the door, and you see a spindly man hunched over the fire, over the fireplace. He was making some sort of stew, but he looks at you and he stands up quite alert. He's wearing some sort of weird mechanical harness with a device on his chest, and something looks wrong about him. He looks quite pale, even by Duskwaldian standards, and which is saying a lot. And he hisses at you like a fucking rat, and starts running he starts running towards the opposite wall, the exterior wall. So he's running away from you, but not towards a window, but towards the wall. So
I just bust ass towards him. I'm not even talking. Just.
All right.
Running at him like a dog.
Risky skirmish check. Actually, no, this is desperate skirmish check because you don't know what the fuck he does.
You get that every time you make a desperate roll?
You get experience every time you get a desperate roll, yes.
Yeah. My third this game.
So the consequences of a partial or a failure are going to be a lot more severe. But if you get a 6, you get a 6. So.
All right. Oh, yes. Flake. You're beautiful.
Damn.
Beautiful monster, you.
Good God.
That is 2 6s.
So I assume I just like run through the couch and other furniture to get at him.
Are you indeed the juggernaut, bitch?
Yeah.
All right, so his the frame starts sparking up. The chest piece starts sparking up, and he blue etheric light starts coursing through the mechanical harness. But before it can really take effect, you slam into him like a train. And
Do we get a Batman style sound effect that's just nope?
Yeah, no, so it bounces off. But well, I don't know. Do you want to bounce off the wall or through the wall? Just Kool-Aid a man out of the house onto the ground outside the house.
Definitely, as it would be more reckless and probably worth more points through the wall.
All right, so you go through the wall. He takes almost all of it, but his harness is bashed up pretty well. It starts sparking etheric energies start leaking out of it. The rest of you converge on the position, but yeah, he's in no position to fight. He is really busted up. He's not dead yet, but he's definitely in a bad spot, and he is.
I destroy skull now, right? Crush?
No,
Crush
intact skull.
These
Salvage, you can give me a tinker check as you look at this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm fascinated by it. So
this will be controlled. This is just to like look at it and like, what is this?
Yeah, I absolutely succeed on that.
You realize you don't know quite how it works, but you realize its purpose must be to make whoever wears it temporarily intangible.
Ooh. There are so many possibilities.
Eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize.
It's right here.
Come on, let's deal with the thing to get the psychic vampire off our back.
Salvage, whatever it is, I do not think it works well unless it is.
It is definitely damaged. It is
unless it is magic tool to send you flying through wall. Is not doing designed purpose.
Well, no, but it's obviously prototyped, so we can at least make something for us. Do you imagine if we could get in and out without the walls touching us?
Well, I mean, this is fine. I just let me crush his skull as I am supposed to, and then
not
you.
The skull.
Skull.
All right, so you all have the ritual stuff, so you can do the ritual right here. You can wait for him to die of internal injuries, or you could choke him out. Yeah,
let's go faster. Let's have him die of external injuries.
All right, so you can still strangle him, Flake. See?
Yeah, crush his throat. It's like almost a skull.
Yeah. All right, so ritual. Let's see here. There's some questions you get to answer. Yep, which is really awesome and fun and good. Audra. So, what does the ritual do? We know what it does. How is it weird? Player answers. I think we kind of answered that you have to have a skull. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of taken care of.
Ooh, is it actually going to bind his soul into the mask? You said
yeah, you're basically making it's a limited hull, essentially.
Okay.
All right, here's the so let's see here. Area scale, 1 person. Let's see here. I would say this is going to cost you 6 stress altogether, but you can distribute it among the group. But the main question is, what belief or fear does knowledge of this ritual and its attendant occult forces instill in you? Player answers.
What?
What new knowledge of the occult, new belief or fear does knowledge of this ritual and its occult forces instill in you? So
I become paranoid that my own mask is a hall that has some other spirit in it that I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. What if it's a modified Spirit Warden mask? What if you've been wearing a dead person all this time and they've been watching through your eyes? Or you've been watching through their eyes?
They're doing cocaine through their nose.
Honestly, worse ways to spend the afterlife.
It's just like, yeah. Just living in the 80s for all of eternity. Just that's Scarface's heaven, literally.
My only regret is that I did not seek a cure for my bonitis.
Yeah.
Spiritnomics works. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take 2 of the 6 stress.
All right.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty blank because I wasn't sure how much Ross would charge me, so I can do 4 if 2 other people want to do 1 each or something.
Yeah, I can do 1.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you do not have to roll a tune for this because you've went through quite a few steps. But yeah, you get the, you basically, when you start channeling it, and performing the ritual, the flesh melts away and the skull sort of deforms into the mask. It is the material of the mask. It looks like a metal.
That's Flake's reaction.
But yeah, it becomes but the thing, you do get to choose what style is it. What does the mask look like? Is it more plague?
I feel like the mask would
yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Well, like the 2 styles you've seen are more like Greek chorus or like Plague Doctor. But I mean, those seem to be aesthetic choices.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say it would take on something that sort of indicated whose spirit went into making it. I guess would be.
well, we've seen the guy who we're actually trying to impersonate. We've seen his mask. Right?
Oh yeah, so you could just impersonate Baccharos, and that's the Greek chorus style. All right,
Yeah.
So you do you think of that and you copy it perfectly because you've done the forces. So only Tuhan can wear this, and he'll have nightmares tonight and have no idea why. He'll have visions of this, but he won't be able to understand them because he has some knowledge of the occult, but like he'll have no idea where this is or who you are. But yeah, if he ever sees you again, he'll know, but what's the chance of that happening? So
Extremely low,
Yeah.
I guess.
but his name is imprinted in it along with his hair. So it is sympathetically linked to him. So you have forged a Spirit Warden mask. Forged in both senses of the word. It is a forgery and it has been forged. Good job. You leave the house. Salvage, you can give me one more tinker check if you want to salvage the harness.
Why wouldn't I?
I know.
This
This is controlled.
I can help in case it's magical or something.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, thank you. So thank you for allowing me my toy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Critical success.
Jesus. All right. You just need to spend 1 coin to just fix the dents and it'll work. You don't know how it works that well, so there'll be some testing involved.
Oh, we'll find out.
Yeah.
You see, this is why you do not plan. You do not wait outside and talk, and you kick in door, you kill man, and you take his things. It's much easier.
Easy doesn't necessarily equate good. So
do you want the harness or not? Because technically it is mine. I am the one who killed him.
Yes, Mom.
True.
Yes, you want harness. Yes? There
Yes,
we go.
Mom.
There it is.
If you're good at the grocery store, we'll get you a toy.
So the next night, you hand the mask over to Mousy and explain to him that it proves who it is.
Fuck that. We're not giving Mousy the mask. We will show it to him, but he does not get to put his hands on it.
Well, he says he has to take it to Lord Scurlock. If it's it'll.
He will not take it to Lord Scurlock.
Oh, you want to meet Lord Scurlock?
Mostly, Mousy, you are a conniving little dipshit, and I don't want you to give you the chance to take more credit for this than you deserve.
Well,
I mean, fair is fair, right?
mm-hmm. Very well. Lord Scurlock is very eager to get a hold of this mask, of this proof very quickly. He's very eager to act on this, or to know. And so, I will, send word, just wait here for a bit. He goes out.
The other angle there is that, sorry, I can't ever remember the Chief Spirit Warden's name, but he still has his mask.
Baccarat.
So,
Baccarat, yeah.
not actually physically giving it to someone else, lets us maintain the illusion for a little while longer.
All right, so...
Also, you are very smart. Now I can kill this vampire man with my hands. And then we will be done.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Are you there as well? All right,
I'm stretching.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I gave him a little squeezy bags full of garlic for punching a vampire.
Okay. So Mousy comes back. Scurlock wants to meet you. He says to go down into the wine cellar and wait.
That's weird. I always figured he never drank wine.
Okay.
No.
There is a who else is there? Is it just Vimes and Flake?
I don't know. I kind of figured the gang was all here. What do you guys think?
That's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Are you all going down in the wine cellar?
I'm going.
Sure.
I ain't scared of no wine.
Sure.
Mousy, you know just how suspicious that sounds, right?
Yeah. I mean, you could just give me the mask and I can take it to Lord Scurlock. But if you want to give it to him yourself, he'll meet with you. You've earned that right.
All right, fair point.
Yeah. So you have a choice, which not everyone gets when the deal comes to meeting with Lord Scurlock. But he is, yeah. So all of you head down into the wine cellar. It is
For the love of God, Montresor.
It's very large, vaulted ceilings, very, very well stacked in wine. But you wait for a while, and the temperature begins to drop and drop, until you can see your breaths, your breath.
That's probably not good for the vintage.
Then you hear stone, sort of, there's a soft, subtle grinding of stone, and you all turn, and in, the lanterns in the cellar dim, but a hidden passageway opens up, and absolute darkness is in it. You hear a voice that is, absolutely clear and concise, and echoes in your mind, and it's slightly painful to hear. You feel the presence of something older and darker and stronger than anything you've personally encountered before. The voice says, "You have the mask."
I'm not taking. You guys don't want me to take point on this.
Oh,
Sorry, I talked and didn't actually hit push to talk right here.
Okay. I was like,
The darkness just starts swallowing up the room. Like it, you hear footsteps from stone, but like there's just darkness just swallowing the room up. Like the lanterns are just going out as Scurlock advances into the cellar. Everyone give me a resolve resistance check.
Oh, good. I'm terrible at this.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You can choose not to take any stress if you are simply paralyzed with a fear of encountering something far older and more powerful than you've ever encountered before.
I'll be paralyzed with fear.
Yeah,
sure.
This is there's something choking your reflexes, your breath. It is affecting you on a level you've encountered supernatural things before, but nothing like this. It is like waking up for the first time, seeing reality as it truly is.
Guys, I'm really sorry for what I'm about to say. I'm Eruvian. Mind tricks don't work on me. Only money.
God damn it.
So if you choose not to be paralyzed with fear until talk, you'll have to take 6 minus whatever your resistance roll was. So
Yeah, that was just 2, so that's well worth it to still be in the scene.
all right.
Yeah, but would a partial success do anything to that, or is it just still?
It's
It's
just
6 minus your high roll.
Or be paralyzed
That's
with feel and take no stress.
Paralyzed because that's going to be a trauma. So nope.
Come
You're
on.
one stress
Now's
off
the
a
perfect
trauma.
time to take a trauma.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be really good if you took a trauma.
I'm aware of that. I'm just choosing not to. So
Okay. So only Vimes is Audra. Are you also choosing to be paralyzed?
I'll just eat the 2 stress.
Okay. So you are worthy. You feel like the presence is getting closer to you, Vimes. You feel something tug at the mask. I would like to take the mask. I will pay you quite well for this.
Well,
All right,
sure.
so you let go of it?
That was
All right.
that was the whole thing. So yes, thank you for asking. It's very kind of you.
Very well. If you would like to attend a social gathering, I can be more pleasant. But you wanted to see me during my business hours. You understand, of course.
With all possible respect, this really wasn't so much about you. I mean, while I understand that you're like the hand pulling the puppet strings of Mousy, who was the little shit stain that betrayed us, like, I don't really hold that so much against you. But with him, it's just sort of personal, because why not? He's that kind of guy, right?
Yes, I see. I completely understand you.
So it really wasn't a matter so much of wanting to meet you, although it is quite an honor.
Yes, it is. Very few do. I am pleased with this progress, and I will plan my next move very carefully, but you will certainly be a part of it, and you will be well rewarded.
Neat.
Good night,
Neat.
gentlemen and lady. I will see you soon. And the presence retreats back into the tunnel, and the stone and the door closes up the walls. And in its place, there is a chest of coins, 12 coins.
Damn!
As soon as he leaves, I would like to scan the room. I want to see if I can learn anything about him.
Sure.
Gather some info on Scurlock with my attuned gem. Double 6s.
Damn. All right. What are you most trying to figure out? You do. I will say there. You realize what the paralyzing fear is a supernatural effect that can be countered. So that is not just because of your weak. It was literally just an aura, and the aura can be suppressed or countered. But what else do you want to learn about Lord Scurlock?
I mean, geez, never seen anything like him, so anything really. But I guess for us, is it most useful to be able to like track and tell when he's been in areas, or
Yeah. You can certainly do that. With a critical success, you can. I
imagine he has to leave some sort of ghost field imprint that's very. Unique.
Actually, the thing you realize is he is immune to spirits. Ghosts cannot see, hear, or harm him. He only made sound when he chose to. Like he realized he could be totally silent if he wanted to. And not looking at him, is very looking directly at him is very hard. So
So are you saying that he could be both silent and deadly?
yes. He is certainly a vampire. And you realize he's immune to ghosts. He is a big bad. He will be hard to take down. But you have gathered enough information by encountering him in person, rolling a crit success on your tune, that you could figure out some shit. Certainly of which is figuring out a way to counter the fear aura that he had on. which you gather is probably not innate. He probably had to consciously activate that. So because he said he is social too, so he can pretend, he can look human if he wants to, or just be.
Sure.
Yeah, and the darkness was certainly a supernatural thing as well. So he was showing off for you a little bit.
Aw.
Yeah.
Means he likes me.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. But yeah, you completed the job. So you get your crew gets 2 rep for that, and 12 coins, lots of money. And
Goodness.
you've it'll take them a while to figure out their next step. But Lord Scurlock is certainly very satisfied with that. So, yeah. I guess we can do one more downtime, and then that'll be the end of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
We've engineered our 4-faction Yojimbo. So.
Love it.
yeah. It's definitely not going to blow up in your faces. Yep. Just got to
No,
keep,
that's
Won't blow up in
definitionally-
only our faces.
Yeah.
just keep rolling well. You'll be fine. So you can, I assume everyone is relieving stress.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yep. But yeah, Flake, you realize that you finally met someone you can't take in a fight.
Yet.
Yet. Yeah, that's true. You got to train like Goku. I'll just go down from top to bottom to ask what your second activity is. Let's see here. Salvage, I will say for your intangible hull harness, the intangible harness, you can just try it out in the field, but you don't know what the weaknesses of it are, or you don't know. So you could either research it, which is a long-term project, or you could just try it in the game.
Oh no, we haven't really done a lot of research, so for a long purse. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and research that later on. So
Okay. Well, that can be your long-term thing. So that's a 6 o'clock thing, and you need 6. So you need to fill 6 segments on the clock. So is that going to be your second downtime activity, or are you going to do something else?
I'll do that next time because I had way too much stress, so I went ahead and did it twice, and I did overindulge. So
Awesome. So what do you want as your indulgence? Your overindulge. So
overindulgence is I have the blade of grass, and I am super obsessing about it now.
No. For overindulging, your 4 options are attracting trouble,
Oh, sorry.
bragging, you're lost, or you're tapped out your vice purveyor, which means you have to spend another downtime to find a new vice purveyor.
Okay. What's our heat clock at right now?
Heat, I believe, is at 4.
Ugh.
Yeah.
There.
Yep. So if you get to 9, you roll over and you'll be at 1 at level 1.
Oh, okay. So it's not too bad. So,
Now, in order to get down 1 level, someone has to go to prison. And
Wait,
all
if it's
know-
at 4, isn't it now at 3?
yeah, it is at 3. Sorry. Yeah, because of your innate thing. So yeah, thank you.
okay. All right. Well, in that case, so unfortunately, I'm way too excited about the whole, so I'm attracting bad attention by trying to find research materials that I shouldn't.
All right. So you
have.
brag about it. You're now at heat 5.
Okay.
All right. So Audra, what do you want to do? So you snort some ghost cocaine to calm down. And then what do you do as your second time?
I want to start a vampire research project.
Okay. All right. So you can just roll study. Sounds like that. It's a 6 o'clock. With that, you could answer any, like how to kill a vampire, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. When you complete it, you'll definitively have an answer with that. So
6.
6. So that's 3 on the clock.
Okay.
So research how to kill vampire. 3 out of 6. Cool. Flake.
I'm gonna start a long-term project called Find Mousy.
Okay. Yep. Just wanna. You really don't like Mousy.
Look, man, he's not. He's not a complex creature. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I like it.
I don't know what to roll for that.
Probably consort or command.
Prowl? Could I just sneak?
Oh yeah,
after?
yeah. You could totally stalk him. You're stalking Mousy. Totally cool and normal thing to do.
Yeah, that's my prowl
You
check.
can understand, Ross.
I don't know how that works.
It's 3 out of 6 now because you rolled a 6.
Okay.
Dead dog skull and gutter.
Yeah, basically. Finally, Vimes. What do you want to
Look,
do?
I am reckless,
Mm-hmm.
vicious, and unstable.
Yeah, no.
I'm not debating like the choice at all. It's just an opportune moment. I'm actually going to kick in on the vampire clock.
Okay.
I'm going to go consort about it.
Okay.
So hypothetically, if I wanted to do in a vampire, not that those are things that exist, but,
Mm-hmm.
good friend who is a researcher of things, what would I do about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get a 2.
All right,
a good
that's
place to
1.
put
So
that
you're
roll.
you're at 4 out of 6 now. So,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, that's good. So, yeah, and you have 12 coins and 2 rep. So
So we
that's
should probably
yeah,
let's divvy up those coins, right?
that's 3 per, I would imagine. And what else? I think you're probably about halfway on the crew sheet. Or you're not quite ready to. You're still at like tier 2 weak hold, I believe. So yeah. That ends it for this session. Next time, the players can look up the Soul Engine. They can try and break Flake's father out of prison, and maybe look up the Forgotten Prisoner. Or they could do just go on a wild heist and do something crazy. Just depends on what they want to do, but they have multiple options. So yeah, you got to meet Lord Scurlock. Good job. Totally good. He definitely won't be even madder when he finds out you betrayed him at some point. Because obviously all these other factions would be able to kill Lord Scurlock. He's totally easy to kill.
It's okay. Mousy is the one who betrayed him.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
We were just working for him. We just did what we were told.
No. Okay. Well, yep. Keep playing that Yojimbo game. Definitely doesn't backfire on the dude. Question, comments, suggestions. You guys all have fun?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is pretty great.
All right.
Haircut heist.
That was pretty good.
Best yet.
I did not anticipate that this time. I was like, how are they going to figure out what to do to it? Oh, okay.
The minute you pulled that, that's like, we'll talk to Giuseppe over here. I felt like doing the Egon just yo, because I had no idea what to say.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for listening. We'll talk to you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.